2024 had somewhere to be, because how was it November? That's all I want to know. Hey everyone, it's me Bailey, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my November TBR. If you haven't seen my TBR jar videos in the past, I will have the playlist linked in the iCard if I can remember. Fingers crossed I can. But essentially, if I don't finish any books off my last TBR, I will generally put those prompts back in the jar for a chance at another round being picked the following month. And I'm happy to report that I read everything. Navy's like, why are you lying? No, okay, so I have read everything except for 2 books this month that were on my TBR, but there is still like 6 days left in the month from when I'm filming this. So I definitely have plans to read those final 2 books in the next 6 days. So I don't have any prompts to be putting back in the jar today. So I'm gonna be picking 10 prompts because I feel like 10 was my lucky number in October. So we're keeping it going. We're picking 10 again. I am starting to run out of prompts here, so I will probably run out pretty soon. And I'll have to think of a new way to pick my TBR. I have an idea, kind of, so that's an option. If you have any ideas on how you want to see me pick my TBR, let me know down in the comments as well. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do pick number 1. So pick number 1 is a Goodreads Choice Award winner within the last 3 years. So I've gotten this prompt before and I didn't read the book. The last time I got this prompt, I want to say it was Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo, and I didn't read it. So let me look on Goodreads and see if I can find a winner within the last 3 years that I have not read. So please hold. Okay, so for a Goodreads Choice Award winner within the last 3 years, the pick that I'm picking is so out of character for me. I feel like y'all are gonna be like so shocked. But so I'm actually going to go with Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulak. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce that last name, but this is a horror book about a nanny that is watching this kid, and he starts like drawing these pictures, and like throughout the book they start to get like even more suspect and creepy. I've been hearing absolutely amazing things about this book, so I'm actually interested to read it. I know it's a horror, but we're switching it up. So that is pick number 1. On to pick number 2. Pick number 2 is a book with blue on the cover. Okay, so for a book with blue on the cover, I'm going with Daydream by Hannah Grace, and this book is mostly blue. It's like blue and purple. So this came out, I think, a couple of months ago now, and I have been wanting to pick this up, so I'm super excited to hopefully get to this in November. On to pick number 3. Pick number 3 is a new release within the last 3 months. Ooh. Okay, so for a new release within the last 3 months, I'm going with Sunlight by Devney Perry. This is the 2nd book in the Haven River Ranch series, and I actually read the first book last night from when I'm filming this, and I had such a good time reading that. I read it in one sitting that I wanted to pick up the second one, and so this prompt is the perfect opportunity for me to complete that series. I guess it's a duology, I'm unsure, but yeah, I'm excited to hopefully get to that one in November. On to pick number 4. Pick number 4 is Grumpy Sunshine. Okay, so for Grumpy Sunshine, I'm going with Quicksilver by Callie Hart. I have been seeing this book everywhere lately, so I'm excited to pick it up, and fingers crossed that I like it. Also, I've been absolutely in my fantasy era lately, so I'm hoping that continues into November and the rest of the year. On to pick number 5. Pick number 5 is the highest rated book on my Goodreads TBR. Okay, so I'm gonna throw up a screen recording of my Goodreads, and we are going to check to see what the highest rated book on my TBR is. So we're gonna sort by average rating, and so it's already sorted from highest to lowest. So the first one is Griffins and Gains by Ashley Bennett, but I'm not sure if this one's out yet. Oh, it is. Okay, so editing me here a few days later, and It very clearly says September 5th of 2025, but I saw September 5th and thought 2024. So I thought that it was out. It's very not out. It literally has a year to come out. So the next highest is the new Emily Henry book, which obviously is not out. So then the next highest one after that is Manacled. So that's what I'm going to be reading, is Manacled instead of Griffins and Gaines. On to pick number 6. Pick number 6 is Author's Name Starts with A. So for Author's Name Starts with A, I'm going with The Book of Azrael by Amber V. Nicole. I tried picking this book up a couple of months ago. It was also my book club pick for the month, and I just like was not in the right mood to read this book. So I'm hoping now that I'm more in like a fantasy mood that I will pick this book up. I've been hearing absolutely amazing books about this and I cannot wait to read it. On to pick number 7. Pick number 7 is a slow burn. Okay, so for a slow burn, I'm going with The Veiled Kingdom by Holly Renee. I haven't heard anybody talking about this as a slow burn, but I looked it up on Goodreads and it said that it was recommended to me under slow burn. So I guess this is the book that I'm picking for this prompt, and if it's not a slow burn, no sweat off my back, because I don't generally love slow burns, but if it is a slow burn, then it fits the prompt perfectly. On to pick number 8. Pick number 8 is a workplace romance. Okay, so for workplace romance, I'm going with The Graham Effect by Elle Kennedy. I was not aware that this was a workplace romance, but it was recommended to me for workplace romance through Goodreads, so I'm going to assume that what they say is correct. So, The Graham Effect by Elle Kennedy for a workplace romance. Pick number 9. Pick number 9 starts with the letter of the month. So, for this, it would be November. So, a book that starts with the letter N, because that's not hard. So, for a book that starts with the letter N, I'm going with Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. And this is a dark academia fantasy novel, I think. I know it takes place at Yale, and I know it's about like a secret society. I've heard very good things about this. I just haven't gotten to it, so fingers crossed that I can get to it in November. And for our 10th and final pick, we've got Read the Longest Book on Your TBR. Fantastic. I know exactly which book this is. Okay, so the longest book on my TBR is hands down The Priory of the Orange Tree. So this was the book that I picked for this prompt the last time that I pulled this prompt and then didn't end up reading the book. So fingers crossed I can get to this in November. Like I said, I've been in a fantasy mood lately, so this might be the one. This might be the month that I read this book. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I've heard such amazing things about this book. It is intimidating to me, so fingers crossed I get to it in November, but we'll see. So these are the books that were picked for me to read in the month of November. It is a very fantasy heavy month, but I'm super excited because, like I mentioned, I've been in such a big fantasy mood lately that that's pretty much all I have been wanting to read. So I'm super excited about this TBR, even though there is this massive chunker of a book on there. But I'm hoping with the way that I've been reading in October that I can complete all of the books on my TBR for November. That would be absolutely amazing if I could. But that is going to be all for today's video. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. I will have all my social media linked in the description. If you have made it this far into the video, leave the orange emoji for The Priory of the Orange Tree, letting me know that I need to get to this book. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.